Henry Hafner?
Yes, sir.
I understand you were a detective prior to the Black Mesa incident.
That's right.
List your accomplishments.
I aided in bringing down a serial killer with forensics research. I did some work with the DEA in a 2-year investigation of bringing down an international narcotic ring, where I interviewed multiple victims and suspects and have had many instances of following any trails that have significantly aided in bringing down criminals.
Seems like you were a top detective. Well, I asked you to come here today because I need your help. I got word from one of Dr. Vance's associates that we need to conduct an investigation in the Resistance, which may be related to the Combine. We have reason to believe there is a mole in the Resistance. A spy.
An insider? Working for the Combine?
That's what I've been told. Came in over my radio that we need to investigate the Resistance so we can make sure that what happened at Baker doesn't happen again.
So the insider had something to do with the attack on Baker?
It seems so. Just 5 days ago from today, over a month after the attack, a scout team was sent to investigate what was left of Baker, to find anything that could be salvaged. Weapons, clothing, food, equipment, anything we can use. Most of the place was destroyed. The only room that stayed mainly intact was the radio room. The scout team went into the radio room and found a history log of transmissions on a functioning computer where the transmissions were sent from the installation, and transferred it into a drive and brought it here. 3 days ago we did some digging in the drive, and found that a transmission was sent to a pair of coordinates that don't correspond to any resistance base. Further investigation proved that the coordinates was that of the nearest Combine outpost to Baker. The transmission was sent roughly half an hour before the attack commenced. That is all I know for now, except for the fact that there are people from Baker who survived the attack and are residing here, with the exception of 2 persons who died a week ago from the Zinnian break-in near the medbay, which destroyed our forensics equipment. All I have for you is a list of those people, but I couldn't find out their occupation. I will try to find someone to get forensics equipment that may help you on your investigation. Henry, this information is classified. No one can know why you're asking these questions, and no one knows that this meeting is even taking place. If anybody asks, tell them we are counting the losses at Baker, nothing else. I know, and you know, they will not dare question a man like me. You cannot tell anyone, not even your personal friends. Interview the people on that paper, find out what they know, and collect any information for who this mole could be. I'll contact you if I have any more news. Come back to me if you have any leads. Until then, do your best, and we can catch the guy who cost 82 lives of our people, and maybe more. Good luck, Henry.
Hey, have you seen Miles?
He's in the sick bay.
Miles, are you okay?
I've only had 7 weeks of medical training. How do you think I'm doing?
Sorry, I've just been looking for you because someone needs to see you.
Is it Tanner?
No, it's not him. It's this guy named Henry Hafner, and it's urgent for you to see him. He's in your room.
Did he say why?
He said the CEO wanted him to ask you some questions, mostly about Baker.
Okay, I'll go over there.
Miles?
Yes.
I'm Henry Hafner. I have some questions to ask you from the CO.
Okay.
I heard that you are practicing medicine, right?
Yes.
You started after the attack on Baker, right?
Yes.
I heard you're also a demolitions expert, right?
Yes.
Alright. What was your occupation at Baker?
I was tasked with watching the room where we stored our explosives, and when performing operations, I was tasked with applying explosives to points of entry. I was also sort of an assistant for Jake.
The primary point of entry for the attack was through a wall where it was caused by an explosion. Before the attack, did anyone go in the storage room for explosives?
No.
Not a rebel, medic, or a civilian?
No. At least not 4 days before the attack. But I don't remember who.
Alright. Do you know who was in charge of the radio room?
Yes, there were 2 people in charge of the radio room, Dexter Knowles and Daryl Watson.
I know that Daryl and Dexter were both killed by aliens from the break-in. Do you know how often Daryl and Dexter would be in the radio room?
Daryl would be in the room somewhere between sunrise to high noon, and I think Dexter from late noon to before midnight.
The attack happened somewhere between noon and afternoon, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me where you were during those hours?
Yes. I was outside of the explosive storage room with my food ration for lunch, which is where I heard the explosion and stayed near the explosive storage room. Until I heard nothing except Combine soldiers. I knew I was outnumbered, and I used the explosives in the room to blow an opening in the base so I could escape.
Do you know Dexter or Daryl personally?
No.
I know that you and Tanner have some controversies with each other. How are you two getting along?
We still have trust issues. More so Tanner does.
Jake has told me about you since Jake is my best friend. How much do you know about what Jake did at Baker?
He's your best friend. I assumed you would know. I mean, I know that Jake was the guy who monitored everyone's job.
Right. Well, that's all the questions that I have for you. If I have anything else to ask you, I'll be in your room.
Okay.
Sorry. Watch where you're going, citizen. Detective, actually. Oh, really? That explains the ugly clothes. No wonder he smells like crap. Who are you trying to be, Sherlock Holmes? Look, I'm actually trying to work on a case here. Who? Me. Asked. Good one. Got nothing to say now, do you, brainlet? Hey. Just word of the wise. Try being somebody who isn't as useless as you. Yeah, like Dr. Watson. Well, unless he's a coward and can't take on that kind of work. Oh wait, he already is one by sticking with the old world. Yeah. Go stick to being someone we don't need, coward. What do you want?
Why do you still hate me?
I thought you would have known that for the past month and a half.
But I'm sorry, okay? I was just upset. You know you always act strange around others.
I'm not acting strange, it's called being attentive.
You just paranoid it'll happen again.
Stop talking about that. It's in the past now.
Have you finally convinced yourself, Tanner? You lock yourself in your quarters every single night. You barely talk to anyone. The only time you come out is if you need food or water, while you spend all your time looking at James's old picture.
Shut up! He's dead.
Yeah, I know. He's dead. It's been over a month. You have to let it go.
What are you trying to do?
Okay, I'll admit it. Tanner, we need to keep talking to each other. We can't keep hating one another. I mean, why are you so quiet?
Who is it?
It's Cameron.
I thought you were Miles.
You still mad at him?
Shut the door.
You can't stay mad at him forever.
Are you going to try and convince me?
I'm not trying to force you to do anything.
Then what do you want?
Well, I know you've been reserved since the incident, and if you're still holding on to anything, you need to let it go.
Everyone says the same thing. Everyone says the same thing. You don't understand.
Yeah, I know I don't, but it's not good to just bottle up your feelings. You just need to let it out.
On who?
Tanner, James' death was not your fault.
Okay, we're done here. Get out.
I'm not just gonna leave you alone. Hasn't it been long enough?
Get out!
Tanner, it's been 2 months. What are you holding back? Tanner, wait, hold on. Tanner, wait, where are you going?
Oh, hey Tanner, where are you off to so fast? It's none of your business. Oh, it is. It's my business to know everything. How do you think the Combine still haven't found this place yet? Without me, you and everyone else wouldn't be here. You still haven't told me where you're off to, by the way. I said... Oh, wait, don't tell me. Are you trying to go back there to look for your cousin? You won't even recognize him. His body will never be found. Those aliens will have eaten him already. You don't know that. What did I just say? It's my business to know everything. And I know that you are still a coward. You are still the same sad, scared boy from a downgraded orphanage with your loser of a cousin. Clearly your family dropped you there because you were as cowardly as your cousin. No wonder he's dead. I'm not even gonna go there. What's with the sour face? You know I'm right. Coward.
He'll die or be exposed while undercover sometime. I think he's starting to lose himself. Some people are just not prepared to pretend to be something else for so long. I've seen it multiple times. It's a mathematical fact. If you don't die or get found out while undercover, you'll start to play for the other team.
I would have done something, but he's clearly a guy always looking for problems. The only thing that'll make me happy is them dying. Even just one.
It'll happen. They're already dead inside. That's what I see. You know what I see about you?
Yeah, someone who's a coward, I know.
No, not exactly.
But I'm really trying. I'm really trying to gather up the courage, okay?
Well, when you get that courage, you'll find that forgiveness for Miles. When the time comes that you find forgiveness, he'll matter to you. So, whatever you're holding back, you should get it out now. You won't have enough storage in yourself for it if you keep waiting.
What the hell's going on? Fire drill?
I heard that the CEO is trying to get his hands on some forensics equipment for something. I don't know for what exactly, but he hasn't been very happy, and some people are trying to get their hands on that equipment for their own sake.
Where's it at? In the canals!
Or maybe it could be something else. Maybe I need to go to the canals.
Wait. Where do we keep our records? Tanner? Who are you? I'm Henry Hafner. I was sent to ask you questions. About what? Baker. I'll try not to bring up anything that may seem too personal to you. Somebody send you here? Was it Miles? No, not him. I was sent by the CO. Of course. You're a detective, are you not? How did you know? It's your intuition. When I brought up Miles, you directly rejected him from the conversation. You also said you would try and not bring up anything personal to me about Baker. Clearly you must have interviewed other people and asked them about me. That's right. I'm just doing what I was told. You don't want to question his decisions. You know it's speculated that the CO is pro-fascist, right? Yeah. Basically, everyone here is the complete opposite of that, yet no one wants to leave. You know why? I would say that's obvious. It's pretty dangerous outside. No one has anywhere else to go. We are not meant to live like this. We're not meant to be enslaved, constantly surveillanced, or seen as an inferior species. We want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. The CO may not want that, but it's better in here than out there. At least in here we have a chance to fight for our lives as best as we can. That is what we need to do. We need to ensure the continuity of our species. So the first thing, we take out that damn suppression field so we can reproduce again. And it is all based on commitment, integrity, and strength. You've got some speaking skills. Seems like you focus on everyone else other than yourself. So do you. You're clearly a reliable person. You owned up to what I brought up, so you're honest. You follow orders and you have authenticity. There isn't a need for a detective, but you're still being true to yourself, being a detective. I think we digressed. Where were we before? I was gonna ask you some things. What was your occupation at Baker? I'm a weapons manufacturer. Was a weapons manufacturer. Now I'm just security, but I'm off duty for now. What time intervals would you be in weapons manufacturing in your schedule? Anywhere between noon and midnight. Did you know anybody else's occupation? What? Did you know anybody else's job? I don't see how that's important. So you don't know? What difference does it make? Almost everyone who was at Baker died.
The CO wants...
Yeah, the CO wants this, the CO wants that. Why don't we make it all about the CO? Why don't we make it about you? Why are you really asking me these questions?
I'm counting who we lost at Baker.
At this time? It's been nearly 2 months. Why now? If the CO is all-knowing as he is, why wouldn't he have done it right after a couple days? I know what this is. You're trying to get through to me about James.
No, I'm not.
Don't lie to me, detective. I know when someone is lying. Don't rely too much on the CO, because he may only care about himself and what he wants.
I know that the CO doesn't like you, but you can't just assume that he's not truthful.
He is not truthful. He knows something we don't. And he doesn't know something I know. So he's using you as his guinea pig to get it out of me. I won't tell you anything. All I will tell you is that I've thought about going back there. James and I were the only ones left from our bloodline. And we formed a pact that if one of us dies, the other has to bury the body. With James's corpse in the open, exposed to anything and everything, I wanted to bury his body. But every time I think about going back there to do so, I can't help but imagine what he may look like after rotting for 2 months. I might not be able to recognize him. That's not all. He has a family heirloom that has been with us for 6 generations. It's a chain with little shoes carved out of gems and a dog tag. I've thought about going back, but I know that I will try to find James. And I don't think I can stand the sight of what is left of him.
Have you told anybody else this?
No.
Why me?
I know who you are, Henry. I trust you. Don't trust everything the CO says. He is not all-knowing as you think he is. I think I know some things he wouldn't know.
What do you mean?
Don't try to leave when I tell you this. Henry? Henry, listen to me. I know I seem moody. I know I may be a ticking time bomb, but I know I can trust you. I think I know that someone was responsible for Baker. I know you interviewed people and one of them may have told you they were a demolitions expert. Doesn't that mean something? Henry, if anyone was responsible for Baker, it's Miles. I know it's Miles. I have nothing to prove it. Don't try to convince me it wasn't Miles. I always follow my gut, and my gut tells me it's Miles who was responsible for Baker. Now, I know you're not going to tell this to the CO because this just came out of the blue. And I know that you won't tell anyone else what I've said because that is not like you. If I know anything, it is that only a fool would tell anyone that it is their business to know everything. Okay. Okay, well, that's all I really need. You're right. I wouldn't tell this to the CO. But you already know that, don't you? Right. Watch Miles. Watch him closely, you hear? They're coming.
Is holding head code, over. Report all positions clear. Sweeper reporting clear. Overwatch is head code, 5-6. Weapons all safe, prep for contact. Copy that. Motion safe at 4-0. Report all positions clear. Contact confirmed.
Call a medic!
Yes, sir. I interviewed all the people on the list. I have at least one lead. Not definitive.
Who?
Miles.
You're sure that it isn't Tanner or Jake?
Yes.
Especially Jake. I know you two were close friends before this, but this is a mole hunt. This mole is deep inside the Resistance. Unlike at Baker, they survived. The attack on Baker was coordinated, and has clearly been planned for a while. The same could be happening to us, and we don't even know it. I need you to do more than just interviewing people.
What do you propose I should do, sir?
The best I can say is to eavesdrop on others, but only do it in the cafeteria. It is the most public space. You should be able to listen to conversations. That may help you on your investigation. Assuming from your non-urgent presence, you don't need any forensics materials right now?
Yes, sir, that's right.
Okay. That is all, Detective. Keep working on the investigation. If you have a definitive lead, come to me directly.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Miles.
What?
I have a question. Where were you a few weeks ago? Were you away from the base?
Away? No.
Where were you then?
I was in the canals helping wounded rebels. That's what I just told Jake a few seconds ago. Why? Does that have to do with something?
No. No, that's alright. I was just wondering. Yeah, I'm here. Me? You got shot and you ask me if I'm doing okay? Cameron, do you know where the undercover rebels are? Alright, thanks. You know, you're lucky you got a guy like Miles to help you out with your injury. 7 weeks of training is better than nothing. This is kind of like if you and him were in the canals a few weeks ago. In the canals a few weeks ago when he was there with you. I know you were there, so he must have too. No, What do you mean? Yeah. Listen, I need to go work on something. Do you think you're gonna get transferred? Maybe I will. As long as I'm not transferred to a city or a train station. I can't stand those loser citizens. It would be fun though, barging in on those losers' apartments. What's wrong with being in a train station? It's just that I feel like a train is full of actual soldiers, and they might be able to see right through me. Well, you just gotta make sure that the trains are not running on a day or a time when it's your shift. Kinda like I think maybe 8 weeks ago, when the trains weren't running that day. Wasn't that the day when Baker was attacked, too? Oh yeah, that's right. The trains weren't running when Baker was attacked. Yeah, and that proves all the more that the attack was coordinated. Yeah, unlike those loser rebels. Uncoordinated with every fiber of their being. Because they're cowards, that's why.
Tanner, what are you doing here? I came here to find the truth. What truth? I figured out that Miles had the chain of gems the whole time, so I figured that he came here a few weeks ago and stole it, and kept it from me. But that wasn't entirely correct. What do you mean? Well, we both got here at the same time. We had a standoff. I let Miles explain and he told me that he was here, but it wasn't when he was missing. When was it? It was right after the attack. The trains weren't running, so Miles had to be in the forest right outside. And while he was waiting, he came back here and found James's body. He took the gems, but he also said that there was a bullet hole in James's head. So he was still alive? I think so. Miles said that he didn't shoot him, but someone was shooting at him when he was here. Did he know who? He said it looked like someone in a full digital green camo outfit. Oh my god. What? What else did Miles say? Like, if he wasn't here a few weeks ago, where was he? He said he probably got kidnapped. He remembers walking down a hallway, then he woke up in a room for authorized personnel only. He realized he was taken into the room to get brainwashed and work for the Combine. Did he know who kidnapped him? No, but he used forensics equipment to get a print on a device that was in the room next to him. We don't know whose print it is. Wait, where's Miles? He got taken by the undercover rebels. Why would they do that? I don't know. I was gonna go after him, but I was looking for forensics equipment, and I found them. What were you gonna do with it? I was gonna give it to the CO. I thought if I gave this to him, he would actually give me some gratitude. Give me that. I need to use it for something. For what? I'm not believing this until I see it. But I may know who put that bullet in James and caused the attack on Baker. I'm going with you. Oh my god. It can't be.
You didn't get far, did you? Now, you'll pay for what you did.
I told you! I wasn't responsible for Baker.
Don't even try and convince us you weren't there a few weeks ago. And we heard your conversation with Tanner.
He had nothing to do with it either. You're making a mistake.
You've been hiding it for 2 months, and then you turned into a medic. Too much guilt, I'm assuming?
You have no idea what guilt is.
Oh, I've been there, Miles. I've killed many rebels before. But it's a sacrifice necessary for us to win this war. Unlike you and your stupid rebel friends, you've no idea how to win this war. Well, don't worry. I'll send your regards to Tanner.
Jake. This is what you really want.
Shut up.
Shut